We can find it perplexing at times to realize that Jesus had to suffer. Why did Jesus have to suffer? And when we look at it, we see that the Lord was setting a path for us. St. Paul understood very clearly. There's a strange line in the reading today, in the first reading. He says, "In my flesh, I'm filling up what is lacking in the afflictions of Christ." Does that mean that Jesus' suffering and passion was somehow inadequate? Not at all. Paul wrote in Greek language, and the verb that's used in that sentence means to complete something, to complete something in the name of someone else. So what Paul is really saying is that when Jesus finished his existence on this earth, Paul picked up where Jesus left off to proclaim the truth and to proclaim what God needs us to know. And so as Christians, we too are called to witness to the truth of the gospel. We do it whenever we share our faith, or when we answer people's questions about the faith, when we pray for people who are doubting. We're doing what Paul did, and sometimes we'll suffer for it too. But at the same time, Paul says, I find great joy in it because of the good that I'm doing in proclaiming Christ. So that's an awesome thought too, to think that we're continuing the work of Christ on earth as baptized Christians. That's a big calling. But it's just that day in and day out things that we do and offer up to Jesus and with Jesus. So today, whatever happens, let us ask him to help us. We've suffered a great deal from the hands of terrorists, and we wonder in our hearts, why? Why can there be people who want to do such evil, like all the destruction of the thousands of people on 9/11? We pray today for all those who died and suffered from it. But we need to pray for those enemies of ours because they have to change their ways. We have a long way to go yet, but I think that God is certainly with us and will help us. So as we offer this Mass, we ask the Lord to help us who suffer from the hands of people who do evil, that he'll give us the strength to persevere and give us the wisdom and knowledge of Christ to overcome it. Let us stand and offer our prayers and petitions.